What's going on, folks? It's me, your faithful host, Let's Play Demon's Souls 4K, and welcome back to the expert walkthrough for Demon's Souls. So it's Tuesday. Y'all know what that means. It's time to bring more Demon's Souls. So what we're going to do is, because we were able to do all the stuff off to that little optional side alley, we are going to go back to the inner ward. We're going to utilize the shortcut that we opened up, and we're going to fight a super duper cool boss, the Penetrator. So if it looks a little bit darker, it's because I switched back to the classic color scheme. I think the bright was getting to be a little bit too much. I'd intended to switch back from the bright a little bit sooner than I did, but I guess I just kind of forgot. We probably don't want to use these nice arrows against these dogs, but especially because it won't kill them in one hit. That's weird. Alright, let's make use of our shield. Die. And yes, we're only strong enough to two-hand this thing, but we can still swing it with one hand, and the magic damage will still, like, do quite a bit. So, it'll be alright. Where are you going? Look at that. Even without even hitting with two hands, the magic damage that goes through is quite good. Wow, that dog just seppuku'd in the fire. That was interesting. How very dramatic. How very poetic. Pooch. So let's see what happens here. We know we have these guys here. We also know that we have a lizard, but with a thief ring, maybe these guys will leave us alone. Yeah. Go. We'll go for that in a minute, since I don't want to be cornered by these guys. Get your ass over here, Mr. Battle Axe. You're mine. Get him, Ostrava. Get him. God, that doesn't sound good. Why are you just standing there, man? Like, okay. Who the hell knighted that guy? What the hell was that? What was that loud roar? That's how you do it, man. Do I need to show you again? What the hell? Get it together, man. You're the son of the king. Oh, brother. So here's what we're gonna do. I do know that the other lizard that's inside this level, we passed another lizard, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we passed another lizard in this level, but the other lizard that's in this level, we gotta go back for that one because it's gonna have... Oh god. That was not a good trade at all. Well, that lizard is going to have good stuff, man, that we're going to want. Oh, goodness. Oh, heal in front of me, dude? I'll show you. So, the path forward to this boss is a merciless one. It's quite tough through here. We have lots of stuff. We have spear guys, crossbow guys. We have a mixture of enemies here that are going to be somewhat annoying to deal with, but with some care, the thief ring, cough cough, you'll be alright. Okay, wait for that guy, wait for them to attack. It's usually best to fight these guys with some kind of shield, like them bouncing off of your shield or parrying them, what have you, is usually much better, because they can put that shield up incredibly fast and block most of your damage. Listen, man. Okay. That guy literally was defeated by a burnt barrel. Don't know how else to describe that part. So, Thief Ring in particular for this part is really good because I'm not really too worried about those guys. They should not shoot at us while we deal with these gentlemen. But there are crossbow guys back there that we have to deal with. So let's do ourselves a favor. Let's pull these guys one at a time and just clean them up. There we go. That's it. Come one, come all. And as long as you don't get the attention of the crossbow guys, this part's relatively easy. It's once you get the attention of those guys back... Listen, man. Once you get the attention of those guys back there, it kind of gets a little bit hairy, because when they're shooting at you and you're trying to pull like that. You're trying to pull these enemies one at a time and they start shooting at you. It's a little bit annoying. But guess what, man? We have Soul Ray. It's kind of like the Eye Blast. It goes through enemies. So let's utilize its special ability, shall we? Skewer these guys with magic. Come here, man. And I'll tell you what you really, really, really don't want is you do not want to pull those Red Eye Knights. No. Absolutely 100% get rid of these guys first, then deal with the Red Eye Knights. Come here. That's it. You're the last one. You're the last line of defense. You're their very last pawn before they have to bring in the Knights. What are you gonna do? Get cut up by me. That's what. Oh, fire bombs. See, I wish you guys had dropped that shit more often. Nice. Give you some extra grass. That's a little bit of foreshadowing because they know you're going to have a tough time against this boss. Penetrator is not easy. But that's okay. We're not going to get penetrated. It's going to be us who enters his fissure. We're going to slip through his fissure, so to speak. Alright. Fat Minister runs away. This is our opportunity to pull these guys. You don't have to get close enough to lock on, don't worry. But these are all Spear Knights, so we need to be careful. Shoot him. Get him to come running towards us. Those other two are going to be like, huh, what was that? They're not even going to realize that he's running away. And we can kind of cheese this guy with magic. Like, he'll turn around and walk away, but, you know, when it gets to the point where he's running over here and actually actively trying to kick your ass, let's do what we do best. You might get lucky, man. You might get a Night Shield drop off one of these guys. It's mostly going to be grass, but I say that with confidence. You can farm these guys for that shield. It's a good idea, if you want it. I would recommend just like farming this part over and over again to get that shield instead of buying it, because it's very expensive if you buy it from the merchant, but you can really have a good chance of getting it from these guys if you're persistent. There's items that boost your discovery in this game, so. And I'm just doing the old bait and switch with these guys, you know, like I'm just doing what I do. Okay, do not get hit by that. Oh, come on. Give me the backstab that I seek. Or I'll just hit him over and over again. I'm barbaric in nature. You guys like our getup, by the way? This is that executioner robe, but the rest of it is the black leather stuff. I think this is a pretty nice combination. No. Alright. Let's go kick the Penetrator's ass, man. It's going to be great. I guess I really underestimated how much damage the Uchi can do if you just one-hand it. Like, because most of our damage with this thing is magic, like you see it outweighs our physical damage. It's got an A scaling, but you see we lack the required strength to be able to one-hand it. Doesn't matter, because most of the damage, over 50% of it, as a matter of fact, is magical. Will it hit harder if we two-hand it? Sure, but, you know. You probably already saw Biorr, didn't you? He was standing off there to the right. Alright, man. Get penetrated, Fat Minister. Shit's not as funny as you thought it was. Fuck, that's a cool cutscene, man. Look at this guy. He looks so good in the remake. And that sling? Yeah, man. Where do you think they got that idea for the Artorias cutscene, huh? Came from this dude. Look at that stance. Oh, yeah. Here we go. He goes straight for Biorr, man. Penetrator does not give a shit. Okay, you can attack him during that animation, but you gotta be real careful. This dude's reach is outrageous. So let's do this. Okay, fire does 135. Woo! And you gotta be careful, because this guy can do damage to your shield. Okay, that did not do as much damage. Fire seems to do better against him. Wow. Are you gonna come after me? Oh god. No! That was so cool! Did you see that burning effect on his weapon?
One more demon down.
Man, and I tell you the other thing that I really super enjoy about that fight, it was over so quick. Jesus. It's because of Biorr. Like I told you, man. Do you see why I said don't attack that guy? He's a madman. This dude will fuck you up if you try to fight him. He could 1v1 that guy. The thing I really enjoyed about that scene is in the remake, they gave the Penetrator, like, humanoid sounds. It's kind of like what they did with Artorias, you know? Like, he's clearly a demon. I mean, he's huge, and he's got, like, demon magic on his sword, and his armor is so cool. But he sounds human. Like, when you hear him grunting, when he's, like, slashing at you and stuff, that shit is cool, man. Subtle touches.
Fine work back there. Then again, how could a demon ever stand up to a bona fide knight? Now, you go on ahead. I must be getting older. I need some rest.
Hold on. Sounds like my neighbors are hammering something down below me. That's wonderful. Alright. Get fucked, man. Why is he moving? Why the hell is his head tilting up? That was scary. I don't like that at all. Alright. Silver Demon Soul. And then down this way we have 1-4, which is the final level of the game. King's Tower. Going to deal with the blue dragon going through there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of prep to do, and I don't know if you can see them from here. Let me be your eyeballs. Do you see that? Got red or black phantom enemies. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is a dead dragon they're standing on, and yeah, going to be lots of fun through there. An interestingly placed crystal lizard that's going to be kind of hard to get to. Right. Sick. So let's see if Strava, who's back at the Nexus, he might have something new to say to us. I'm going to need to talk to you in a second, little lady. No Strava. That's fine.
Do you intend to challenge the king? You may be a great demon hunter, but I fear you may not be ready. The king's defended by the black souls of mighty knights and a fire-breathing drake. They defeated even myself. That's how I ended up in the dungeon. Beware the limits of your own power.
It's pretty badass, man. He kind of reveals to us exactly how he ended up where we found him. So that area 1-4, that was how he lost. He was not able to win. Alright. So that means if we've gone as far as we can go into Boletaria, like there's nothing stopping us from going into 1-4, but we're not gonna... Did you see it? Did you see it there on the steps? Do you see it behind the archstone? That means Yurt is here. So, we've successfully defeated a boss. That's why this item has appeared. There's going to be one more up here, too. Cool little story events. Yep, there it is. So now we're going to talk to Yurt. 'Cause he should be lurking around one of these corners in here. He is not easy to find, though, because he doesn't make any noise. There he is.
I am indebted to you for your help in Latria. Without it, I would not have made it back. Now, I can go on with my work. And for that, thank you.
Okay, so if you ever played Dark Souls and you recognize that dialogue, Lautrec, huh? Now, I can get back to work. Except he just doesn't do the evil laugh.
What is it? I have no business with you. Not yet. not be concerned. Life is hardly as precious as one might think.
So that's a very psychopathic thing to say. He's kind of like, you know, thanks for helping me, but leave me the fuck alone, and kind of in a nice way, I guess. Life is hardly as precious, but you know what? Oh, so here's the thing. I'm gonna explain to you what happens, and you don't have to do what I do. You can see his quest through if you want, but he's going to gradually kill people. Like, he's going to kill Yuria. He's going to kill several other people, but we're going to activate another quest line by killing Yurt, and I don't want him to kill any of these people. I don't want him to kill Frake. I don't want him to kill Saint Urbane or any of those people, because every time you kill a boss, he's going to take one more life. So I'm just going to get rid of him. What have we here? We have me. Bro, you're nothing! So he's actually super easy to kill.
Why? You. Was right about you.
So there you go, and he reveals, oh god, this whole ass armor set. It's very heavy. Now, Gloom armor is my favorite armor set to wear in the entire game because it has great physical defense, but the nice thing about it is it has interesting resistances. So killing Yurt is going to cause Mephistopheles to appear. Now, what I haven't done, and this is just me trying to remember by heart, but let me warp somewhere. I'll come back to the Nexus. We'll reload. And what I think's going to happen is I think What is that? Is that an item up there? Hold on. No, it's not. It was just a shining horse ass. Good lord. I'm angry. I've been tricked. And now I must take it out on these poor bastards. I cannot believe shining horse ass is what sent me back into the level, thinking that that was loot. Damn you, classic filter. Why do I feel like that wouldn't have happened on another setting? Alright, so I'm going to go look for Mephistopheles real quick. I don't think she's going to be here because I think I need to check with the wiki before I assume this, but I think I need pure black character tendency in order to make her show up. But we're going to look for her anyway because there's only 2 levels to this. Well, 3 technically, including the floor. I mean above. There's this mid-level and then there's the upstairs, so it's like, yeah, it's taking some time for us to run around here and look for her, but it'll be worth it, because if we can talk to her now and get her questline started, it'll help us. So those 2 bodies showing up were 2 of Yurt's first targets, and we don't know who they are. They're not notable bodies. Like, we don't know who those faces are. Or the faces on them. There are no faces on them, really. But let's head up here and see if we can find Mephistopheles. But Yurt works for Mephistopheles. There's the Monumental. We haven't talked to Monumental in a minute. That's okay, because we don't need to. What about up here? Mephistopheles! Mephistopheles! Where you be, woman? Yeah! Alright, whatever. Mephistopheles is probably going to be on the same level as Yurt, somewhere back there. But for now, let's run back down. And while we're up here, we need to murder ourselves. So let's do that too. And let's not mess up on the way back and lose all our souls. We can probably level up a few times with the amount that we have. At least 3, I think. Whee! Alright, so let's go get our stuff. And then, oh goodness. This part in the playthrough can never come late enough. God help me, we are heading into the Valley of Defilement. Fun times. Fun, fun times. Dreadful place, truly. But it's okay, because that place is going to give us access to even more super badass equipment. Wait, where's my souls? Right there? Okay. My blood stain, gimme. Oh yeah, 55,000. Yeah, we probably should be able to level up at least 3 times, I think. How many do we need to level up? 17? Okay, so the math on that would be... yeah, okay, at least 3 times. I'm terrible at math. That was my worst subject by far. I excelled at science and English. That was what I liked. That was what I had the best grades in. You. Strengthen me with these demon souls. Bear seek less. I want that damage, dude. I want that damage real bad. So I think what I'll do is... our magic power is going to go up to almost 3,000. That's pretty good. I don't think we need more vitality. At least not right now. Like, I want to get our magic to 30 at least. And then we can worry about... we can start worrying about health. So let's get this up at 30. And then we'll start worrying about more intelligence... or vitality and endurance. Probably get this up a couple points. Get this up to maybe 18 or so. And just kind of regulate it from there. Alright. So this thing needs to go bye-bye. We also need to do our inventory checklist, right? Our checklist before we head into a new archstone. Shit. Going to need that. We'll swap it out. Oh, shit. Don't want to do that. I want to put that away. Put that away. We are definitely going to need these Nobles Lotuses for sure because of the poison. Poison specifically designed to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. And fire bombs are good. We want those. I'll keep all the grass that we have. That's fine. I'll keep our spice. I think we're okay. We should be all right.
You have a heart of...
cool. So hold on. We don't want to waste any weight because this leather armor that we were wearing, the binded armor, is kind of heavy. It's 5.5 units, 5.8 units, something like that. Yeah, dude, that's heavy. So
You have a heart of...
that could be better spent picking up stuff from crystal lizards, other useful gear and consumables. So this is exactly how you want to look going into the Valley of Defilement. Take a picture, take a screenshot, take note. Look at my inventory. Assassin's mask, black leather garb, black leather boots, black leather gloves. Nobles Lotuses. God help you, Nobles Lotuses. This is exactly what you want before you set foot into this place. Here we go. This humid valley is a haven for the used and forgotten. Its inhabitants, afflicted by poison and plague, await their deaths in this forsaken place, attacking those who wander in, hoping to offer their souls to the one woman who showed them compassion. So it's one giant thirst trap, essentially. Now, this place is disgusting and difficult. Nobles Lotuses right away. So we got mushrooms growing on the ground. You're going to see bugs everywhere. Like, trust me, you're going to see some nasty shit here. It is a doozy. This is the worst archstone by far. I don't think that's an opinion. I'm pretty sure the entire Souls community collectively agrees that this place is a shit show. And in more than one way. It is gruesomely difficult. These are depraved ones. That's what they're called. They're... wow. I did not mean to catch that dead guy on fire. I want you to take note of something, though, in just a second. Not right this second. Man, this place. It's very atmospheric, though. It's very, very Blight Town. Where do you think they got the idea from? It's literally the same thing. It's this rotten valley swamp type place where there are these busted up wooden structures with only torchlight to really show you where you're supposed to go. And dead shit everywhere. That's like what remains of a horse covered in some bugs. Pretty nasty. Got some dead dogs, it looks like. Good thing these dogs are dead because they're quite big. They'd probably give us a hard time. But I want you to take note of something. Notice how this guy on the ground here, I hit him with my sword on accident, but I lit him on fire, but he didn't attack us. There was only one enemy. You need to be sure of that when you're going through this place, because a lot of these enemies are going to pretend to be asleep, and it's bad. They're going to cause you some serious trouble. There's going to be some points in this level where you're going to run past an enemy that you think is asleep, and he's not. Or you think is dead, and he's actually just asleep. So be careful of that. I'll make sure to point them out as I remember them. I'm almost certain that this is one right here. This guy. So he's dead. He's not waking up. And I don't think there's a way to, like, aggro them beforehand. Like, so even if you know, all you have to do is run forward, and it's just going to happen anyway. So just look behind you when you run past corpses. If it looks like a corpse, God. If it looks like a corpse that is going to come to life, it's probably going to. I think that guy just threw a rock at us. But as you can see, I'm using fire here, and I highly recommend you do as well. So we have 50 fire arrows. That should at least get us through this part of the archstone. So I recommend you pull these guys with any kind of fire damage that you have. Look, there's one waking up. Trap. The problem is when they wake up in front of you, it's fine. It's not a big deal. When they wake up behind you and sandwich you, that's what's bad. Because these guys have these nasty shivs, and they will inflict poison damage on you. It's no good. Quite menacing. Damn. Fucking feel bad for that guy. Holy shit. He got torched to death. Alright. Ew, look at these glowy bugs on the wall. They're like ticks, dude. Don't like that. So there's more than one way to get down right here, and what I recommend you do is this. I recommend you opt for this path. This guy's gonna get up. Then he's gonna go back down forever, if you know what I mean. Get this morning star. Not a good weapon for us, but still gonna show you how to get everything. And then we are gonna go here. So this is the ladder that we would have went down. It's just the same way down, except you wouldn't be able to get the morning star. You know what I mean? So now what we're gonna do is get your shield up, man. When you hear that grunting and the whatever the special language it is that they speak, shield up, because you don't want to get poisoned. They will poison you very quickly because they have sort of like a flurry attack that's just, it's bad. It's real bad. Alright, so even with a thief ring on, I think we have a thief ring, yep. Even with a thief ring on, that guy still kind of hurt us. Be careful not to fall on this part. Nope. And I'm surprised none of them have done a flurry attack yet. That's kind of like what you really want to watch out for in this part is they run forward and do like this big combo where they're just like, yeah. And it's pretty dangerous. It'll almost certainly poison you, but not if you're wearing this gear, if you're playing it nice and safe. So now what we're going to do is we are going to set this guy on fire. Kill these guys with fire every single time. I'm telling you. See if a headshot will do this guy in one hit. No, not quite. Okay. Is he gonna fall though? Yeah. That was like Oddworld Abe's Odyssey moment. Love that. Okay, so we kick this over, go over here and get this item. Now these guys are all gonna stand up. So this part's kind of dangerous. These guys, like 3 of them at once, there they go. There's the run attack. That's a whole bunch of no-no. So what you can do, and this is kind of what I recommend, is you can come over here and you can roll across and get over there, but what I'd like to do for this part is try to get them to run off, but they won't always do that. Let me see if I can skewer them. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. And if we can just get it down to like one of these guys, that's not a big deal. So this is one of the reasons that this place is honestly, like, crushingly difficult and can be super annoying, because the problem is these are the weakest guys. Like, these are the grunts. These are the draglings of this level, and we can't even kill them in one hit with our dragon longsword. That's... I think that says a lot, man. That's the game telling you, hey, you are really, really going to get your ass kicked if you're not careful here. So you saw back there that we can go down until we come out right there, right? And then we can go across the bridge or whatever. But we have items right here that we need to get. So we're going to take this way down and then go back up the other way. So this is really dangerous, though. This is a horrifying spot to drop down into because it's a trap. There's going to be some guys that come awake coming through here. Like, we're about to find a ladder in a second that's going to be like a huge death trap. And I'm going to show you guys how to deal with it, though. Now, we need to be careful. Part of this spot breaks. Like, it'll just crack right beneath your feet. It's very rotten of them to do. You got to be real careful. Because if you fall anywhere on this part, you're done. You're dead. So right here, let's roll off, get our shield up and stay prepared. Every layer that we drop down. All this over some grass, man. Not good. So somewhere right here, the floor is going to break, and it's kind of a trap. But, okay, here's one guy. Two guys. So we already know that it's dangerous if we drop down. There's more than one of them. So what we're going to do is let's do this. Let's see if soul remains work on them. A little bit of an experiment. I don't know that it will, but it'd be really cool if it did. Son of a bitch, that's awesome. Alright. So that's really good information. I don't think I've ever done that in this game, is try to use Ring of Magical Dullness. It raises your magic defense, I believe. I don't think I've ever done that in a Souls game. Or in this Souls game in particular. I don't think I've ever done that in Demon's Souls. Let's try to aim the soul remains at the spot where the plank breaks. Like right where you see the orange light coming through, that's where the fucking floor breaks. It's bad. Oh god, that was what I didn't want. Alright. Nope. That's the attack you don't want. But as you can see, I didn't get poisoned because I'm wearing the right equipment. Made all the difference. But that's, I'm pretty sure that's where the floor breaks, like right there. So let's not do that. Let's not fall through the floor and get trapped. We want to, and this is the death ladder I was talking about. Like you go down this ladder, there's a bunch of enemies waiting for you. It's not good. Here we go. What do you know? On the lights. I need to be smart, man. I need to quit trying to land this stupid thrust attack, because even though I know that that's more efficient and will kill them in one hit, I need to be smarter. So before we go down the death ladder, this is going to be the ladder we just transcended. Okay, I can use it now while we're standing up. This is the big hill that we were met with before. Gotta be careful. Torch guys do damage through the shield, so watch out for them. You're better off getting behind them and using their blind spot against them. Nice little soul item. And here we are. We're back where we started. This is where we kicked the bridge down and stuff. So this is the way we could have gone had we not dropped down the other way to get the items. So just wanted to show you guys where it connects. So you would have ended up here anyway. So now we're going to deal with the death ladder. Bunch of bullshit. And I would not recommend standing over that part and letting it break. It's not a good idea at all. Alright, let's see if this guy will actually come up the ladder. I don't think he will. No, okay. That's fine. We will deal with him the normal way. can't descend attack in this game, which sucks, but we use our attack of opportunity on that guy, because as soon as they bounce off your shield, you do additional damage to them, which is nice. So we'll just take advantage of that. Fireball this guy, because we do not want to deal with more than one spear guy at once. That's quite a bit of chip damage that'll go through your shield. Not ideal. And then this, I think this breaks if you stand on it. Can't remember. I do know that going through that fall gate is the normal way to proceed, but if you step out on this thing, you can drop down right there. We might need the cat ring for this part. I think we do, as a matter of fact. If you land on that part, it's easy to die, like where that item is, and then those guys will stand up too. It's kind of a trap. So let's actually not do that. Let's proceed the normal way. But that's going to have to wait until the next episode because we are at time, folks. So, why is my controller... Is it drifting? I think it's drifting. Yep. That's sad. Brand new PlayStation 5 controller. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me on today's episode of the Expert Walkthrough for Demon's Souls. I've been your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and welcome to the Valley of Defilement.